to know how you can get absolutely fucking jacked, just like me. I used to be a skinny guy, just like you are right now, and now I gained 40 pounds of muscle and I look fucking sick as hell. I got my dream physique, and today I'm gonna take you with me into a full upper body session. I only work out 3 days per week, and today is one of those. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do, how I train, and why I train that way at the end of the video. Alright, so now we're doing chest flies, and for this movement I really want you to focus. Get yourself stand on that to have your body in a better position. Every time I did fucking chest flies, it felt horrible for me until I discovered this hack to just stand on, and that made it way better. I felt my chest way better and seen way better results from that. So just get yourself a stool if you have one. Every gym pro has one, so try that out. And let's fucking go. Let's start the set. Open for 6 reps. We'll see how it goes. Alright, perfect. 6 reps, exactly what I wanted. Perfect. So we are now back from the gym. The session has been completed. We did a full upper body day, and now I'm gonna explain to you exactly what I did, why I did it, the entire training philosophy of this day. Alright, so today we worked out upper body. As discussed before, I train 3 times a week, and that is because I don't want to waste all this fucking time going 6 days a week like I previously did when I started going to the gym, which wasted so much of my time, which I literally just did not have. I don't have, let me just lock my car. I don't have that much time that I can just go to the gym for fucking ages. I don't. I mean, maybe you do, but someone like me definitely does. I work a 9 to 5 full-time job. Then I back then had to manage a girlfriend, which I now no longer have. Now I also run a fucking business doing fitness coaching, doing this for you guys, which also takes me at least 3 hours every single day. Then I gotta fucking stay in touch with social contacts. I gotta do dating and shit to find a new girlfriend. All of that is very, very taxing. Then getting all your meals in during the day so you don't lose weight as a previous skinny guy. You just gotta be mindful of your calories, you know? So that also takes a lot of time, and you gotta manage going to the gym and build muscle to the max of your ability. And back then, just 1.5 years ago, I was still going to the gym on an Arnold split, which is 6 days a week. And every single training session was at least 1.5 hours long, up to fucking 2.5 hours long from time to time. Right? So you can just imagine how much time that took out of my life, and how little social contact I had, and how little time I had to actually focus on what is important. That is the exact reason why back then I wasn't uploading consistently on YouTube. I wasn't uploading back consistently on Instagram. That's the exact reason why back then I wasn't making as much money from doing this as I'm making now. I'm not saying you gotta make money online. I'm not saying any of this. But I am saying that if you are a busy person, which most likely you are, if you're someone who actually has shit going on in his life, which I highly recommend you to have, because the gym shouldn't be your entire life, then only go to the gym 3 times and do exactly what I do. All right, first day upper body, the next day is lower body, and the third day, the last day, is full body. Then you're gonna hit every single muscle group twice, and that is gonna allow you for maximum amount of gains. You also, if you do Arnold split, hit every single muscle group twice per week, but it's just split up into more days and just doing more volume per fucking day, and it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't amount to more gains. Simple as that. You only need 3 days. The science, the literature that we currently have clearly proves this and shows this. And you can just use me as a fucking example. I mean, I'm looking fucking great. I got my dream physique. As a previous skinny guy, I can give you guys a picture of how I used to look right here, somewhere over there. And now I look like fucking this, man. Give you guys a picture, bro. The before and after is fucking crazy. And that's because I switched up how I trained. So get on that fucking split. And now let me explain to you exactly what I did and what my training philosophy from today was. All right, I did upper body, and I started with triceps. I start every single upper body session with triceps. And why? Because I, as a previous skinny guy, let me tell you a story out of my life. I used to be very small, and people were picking on me for being this small. People weren't taking me serious for being this small. So let's go back to when I was still in high school, and some people from my class, some friends, it was just one of those days where people were picking on me again. Right? I was going to school, and we were in sports class, and it was the draft. It was a draft, drafting teams to see who'd be best picked for the fucking football team or soccer team, whatever we were playing, some random game. And we were sitting on the bench, and everyone was getting picked into 2 teams, and I was one of those kids that got picked relatively to the end. I wasn't picked last, thank God, because that's fucking embarrassing. Nobody wants to be picked fucking last. But I wasn't always this athletic guy. I wasn't always this guy who's fucking jacked, who now people pick first because they just know having me on the team is gonna secure them the fucking win. I was back then still one of those guys. That was 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I was one of those guys who was getting picked last. And I was fucking complaining about this shit. Yeah, people picked me. I was happy. Yeah, I wasn't picked last. Yeah, sure. I'm in the team. But nobody, I was pretty much dead weight. You know, I was one of those people who you pick because, well, it's the lesser evil. Oh, there's one guy after him or 3 guys after him that are even worse. So let me just pick Valle because, Valle is, it's not good, but he's not terrible, is he? So that's essentially who I was. I was like the better option than all these other guys, but not a good option. And, well, that's obviously fucking terrible and horrible and fucking feels miserable. And I ask people, yo, what, like, why don't you pick me first? Because I genuinely, that did something with me. And, of course that fucking hurt. Because you're a man and you want to be competitive and you want to just be the best. I had that in me. I wanted to be the best. And being picked late isn't being the best. That doesn't reflect that. And so I asked them, yo, why are you picking me last? And they're like, brother, genuinely look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that question. That's what one of the guys in my team said. He didn't even have to tell me anything. Oh, you're just unathletic. Oh, you don't look like someone who'd be good. Oh, you're not good at catching balls, or you're not good at kicking balls, or whatever. He genuinely just said, brother, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that question, and you will know the answer. That fucking hurt. But later on, after we fucking lost that game, we didn't even win that game. After we fucking lost that game, in the locker room with all the other guys, I actually went over to the fucking mirror. And I looked myself in the mirror. And I stared at myself. And I kid you not, I had the biggest realization moment of my entire life. I saw what this guy was talking about. And I just had to be honest with myself. And in that moment, I knew I wouldn't have picked me as well. I too would have acted just like him because I wanted to win the game. And, well, life is hard. It's not about your feelings. It's about winning in fucking sports class. And picking someone like me first isn't going to make you win. So, I mean, that felt fucking gut-wrenching, obviously. Felt like a fucking punch in the gut. But I understood what they were saying now. And I knew I gotta fucking change. Because what the fuck is this? I saw myself in the mirror. Brother, I was this small fucking kid. I obviously knew I was small. But just looking in the mirror and hearing those words repeat again in my mind. Brother, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that question again. And you'll know the answer. That repeated in my head. And I knew I was fucked. And something got to change right now. Because I will not stand for this. I would not stand for this. I was not okay with that. That was horrible. And I looked at my arms and I thought, what is this? What was this? I had no shoulders. I had no fucking biceps. I had 0 fucking triceps. I was like, what the fuck even is this? If someone fucking runs into me, what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. I have no muscle to me. I have no substance to me. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to win in any fucking sports game that we would play? Now, I'm not saying fucking muscle wins you the games, but, I mean, if someone fucking tackles you, you'd have a decent chance if you look like me now, and you have absolutely 0 chance if you look like me previously. Just imagine me 40 pounds lighter. What the fuck was I supposed to do? I would just get run over. And I was asking myself, oh, why am I getting injured so much? Oh, I'm always injuring myself in sports class. Well, what the fuck was I thinking? I just had to look at myself and I'd figure it out. So yeah, that was a really hard moment for me. That was a canon event in my life. And I just fucking knew. And that is the story of why every single upper day session, which I do now, begins with arms. Because what you train first gets the most amount of energy used. And that grows the most. So whatever you're trying to prioritize and focus on and grow the most, push that to the very beginning of your workout. And for me, that definitely is arms. Even though my arms are pretty good now. They're no longer my weak point. Something else is my weak point now. I'd say probably my chest is now my weak point. For the first 2 years of me lifting, my arms definitely were my weak point. Because genetically, I just had 0 arms. I'm not genetically gifted when it comes to arms. You might think, this guy's just, he's just got good genes and, no. I fucking don't. I got horrible genes when it comes to fucking arms and just overall fucking being able to gain weight and just look good. I'm not meant to be looking like this. Everything in my life was not meant for me to be looking like this. I am not supposed to be in the position that I am in today. I fucking fought for it. It was me alone in the fucking gym, day and night when nobody else was there. Nobody was fucking giving me motivation. Nobody was telling me, yo, I got your back, man, you do this. Everybody was praying on my fucking downfall. That sounds like some, yeah. No, everyone was genuinely praying on my downfall. People were telling me, you are just a small kid. You're just a skinny kid. You're never gonna fucking be jacked. You're never gonna look like these fucking influencers that I was looking up to, that I wanted to look like. Well, guess what? I fucking look like them now. You didn't believe in me, but I didn't need you to believe in me anyways. Because I made it fucking happen. With them or without them. Because I wanted it, genuinely. And I knew, if I just don't quit, I will make it fucking happen. And now I'm here. And that's why, every single time, because I'm still a bit self-conscious about my arms, I'll just be honest. I mean, I love my physique now. I love how I look. But that's just a scar so deep in me that'll probably take another fucking year or 2 of me lifting to completely break and remove. For me, I am still, when I look in the mirror, sometimes I'm still that skinny guy. Very rarely, but especially when I have a pump, I fucking love how I look now. But sometimes I am still reminded of how I used to look. And it's very humbling. And I see my arms and they're good now. They're very good. People compliment me on my arms all the time now, which is completely flattering to me and completely mind-boggling. How people can now compliment me on my arms when just fucking a couple of years ago, they were fucking laughing at me for my fucking skinny arms. But, you know, something is still wired wrong in my brain where even though they're pretty good now, I still want my arms to just be fucking huge. So if you have something like that, which used to be an insecurity of yours, do it like me. Just push it to the very beginning of your workout and just fucking grind that out and make it be as big as fucking possible. And even if it's not arms for you, just do arms. There's nothing better than having huge arms. Brother, if I could get my arms to twice the size right now with a snap of a finger, I wouldn't even think twice. I want huge fucking arms. There's nothing cooler than having a fucking shirt on and having your sleeves filled out. I have that now. But not with fucking baggy shirts. Only fucking tight shirts. But that's still progress, right? That's still something I can... With fucking tight shirts, the sleeves were fucking baggy still. Now, a tight shirt fucking fits me good. I have my sleeves filled out. Brother, this looks so good. You can't even imagine the fucking difference. You don't know how that makes you feel. Because if you don't know how you used to feel, then you could never understand that. But you're someone who still is who is skinny, so you know exactly how that feels like. And you can only imagine how it feels like for me right now when I wear a fucking tight fitting shirt and my sleeves are completely filled out. And you can do that too. Genuinely. I'm not just saying this to, I want to sell you something. I am genuinely saying that. Because it can happen. But it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take some time. Alright? So let me go even deeper into the training philosophy. So what you do, for every single exercise that you do, you start with one warm-up set. Alright? What does a warm-up set look like? Let's just say you're doing bench press. Now, bench press is not a movement that I recommend at all. I don't like it. It's just going to hurt your wrist and your fucking shoulders. Just don't do it. There's so many better exercises. I don't do bench press. Alright? If you really want to do a pressing movement for your chest, do incline dumbbell bench press. Alright? Do it with the dumbbells, not with a fucking straight bar. Just don't do that. It's horrible for you. Alright? So let's say you're doing incline dumbbell bench press. What you're going to do is you're going to take a light weight and just do a couple of reps with perfect form that are not challenging for you, alright? Perfect form, we're just going to focus on the form. Do like 4 to 6 reps, somewhere in between that range. That's where we want to be in general. Like for every single set, we want to be between 4 and 6 reps. That's optimal. And the only purpose of that is getting the form right. Even if you've done it multiple times and you've been lifting for 2 years, I still do this to the same. To remind myself, all right, this is perfect form, good. And now I'm focusing on getting some blood in my muscles. What is that going to do? Even if I previously did a set of chest before this, I will still, if I switch the exercise, do another warm-up set and do exactly this. Why? Because it gets blood into my muscles. And when I then go to my second set, aka my working set, my first working set, that is when I won't injure myself again. Because if I instantly just jump into my working set with fucking, let's say I do 32 kilograms per dumbbell on incline dumbbell press right now. If I do that without a warm-up, the chances of me injuring myself are pretty high. Are pretty damn fucking high. But if I had a fucking first set where I did like 14 kilos per dumbbell, just warming up, just getting some blood in my muscle, not exhausting myself at all, just getting blood in, the chances of me now injuring myself on my working set are close to none. And we are gonna do 2 working sets, all right? So first working set and then a second working set. We're doing the exact same weight for both sets. And another thing, that's a very good question that a client just asked me on my last weekly checkup call with him. How long should my rest periods be? And to that, there is no concrete answer. He was hoping for, oh yeah, do exactly 1.5 minutes of rest and set a timer so you know exactly how long you've been resting for. You can't say it like that, because every single muscle group is differently big. Let's say your chest is a pretty big muscle, but your bicep, for example, is a pretty small muscle in comparison. So your biceps takes way shorter time to fully recover, but your chest takes way longer to fully recover. So whilst being in a 1 minute rest break is probably optimal for you, for biceps, for chest, you probably need 2 minutes. So there's no real saying, all right, do exactly 1.5 minutes of rest between every set. No, do so much rest that you can guarantee, and you know by feeling, and that's going to come over time. If you're just a beginner, you're not really going to understand your body that well. But over time, you're going to understand that you can do exactly as many reps in your second working set than you can do in your first working set. So that is how long your rest period should be. Rest as long till you are fully recovered again, and you can do exactly as many reps again. That is how long you should be resting. That's the optimal time to be resting. All right. So we've answered that again. And yeah, then you switch over to the next exercise. And you've seen all the exercises that I've been doing. And you could see that in this workout right now, I only did this movement for biceps and not this movement for biceps, all right? And if you're somewhat advanced, you will understand that I technically would have needed one of those movements as well. But don't worry about that. I have that on my full body day. Then I have this movement in. I switch those out every single session because, well, it's enough for me. My biceps are pretty good. I'm more focused on my triceps, and I don't want to be in the gym for fucking ages, and it's enough to just do one of those variants because we're just hitting the biceps twice a week. Optimally, yeah, I could do both of those, one of those, but it's not really that big of a deal. All right, you're still gonna grow your biceps, and you're just not gonna grow it to the maximum of your fucking potential, but that saves you a lot of fucking time. And if you're someone who's busy, then do it exactly as I'm doing it. And if you're not busy, if you got a lot of time, then sure, do one of those movements and do one of those movements. You can also do just one, because I'm doing 2 working sets for every single exercise, but you could also just do 1 working set like this and 1 working set like this. And that's just such a small change in your fucking position, but it really trains a completely different part of your biceps. So both are equally as important, and don't neglect one of those exercises at all. Good. So we've also cleared this. So that is pretty much what I do for my upper body. If you're someone who's interested in completely upgrading your physique, I myself am doing fitness coaching. I've helped other people before. Here's a before and after result of one of my clients. I will hold you by your hand through the Limitless Blueprint, my personal fitness coaching, and just get you from skinny to shredded to your absolute dream physique through fitness and biohacking, just like I myself have done it. I will make you not only look the best you've ever looked, I will also make you feel the best you've ever looked. I will fix your hormones for you. I will make you fucking have no brain fog anymore. I will make you have as much energy as you've never had before in your life. I'll fix your sleep. I will do all these things for you. I will guide you by your hand. I will make it fucking impossible for you to fail, because I will kick you in your ass if you're getting lazy. I am not afraid to fucking be just 100 with you, because I'm not someone who sugarcoats things. As you can probably tell from my fucking YouTube videos, I say things how they are. I'm not gonna bullshit you on, oh, this guy pays me money, and oh, this is a client of mine, oh, I should be pretty nice to him. Yeah, I'm nice with you, but if you're fucking slacking off, I'll let you know. Because I want the best for you. I want you to have maximum amount of fucking results. And that's exactly how I wanted to be treated. And that's how I would be treating you. So if you're interested in that, click the first link down in the video description right now and book a free one-to-one call with me, and I'll see if you'd be a good fit for my program. Good. So, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe right now. It helps the channel out maximally. It just helps me out, supports me. It's just giving back for me giving you this video for free and you giving me a fucking subscribe, alright? Love you guys, and as always, I'm going to end this video with the words, don't compare, be compared to. I love you, and I see you in the next one.